All right, Shalom, we're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as America in the Holy Scriptures. All right, we come to wake up our nation, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. All right, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Haitians, and West Indians. All right? Get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, and pray for forgiveness and come back to these law, statutes, and commandments. All right? And first and foremost, and as always, all praise is due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. All right? Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us this truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. Hopeful elect, tabernacle of David, all right? So, as you can see, time is short for this devil. He's scrambling, all right? He's pushing out little dates to let you know, right? Because we're out here measuring the time diligently. All right, so let's get that, because it's the time that we're in. 2 Ezra 9:1. And this vibration still has to go out. We're still out here. All right? This is 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right, so we're measuring this time. How do we do that? We take these current events, all right, we filter them through these scriptures, all right, and it gives you an approximate time of, things like when this devil is going to make his move, all right? And one of the last major prophecies is the hour of temptation, okay? So, what is an hour? An hour deals with time. What are we doing? We're measuring the time. How do you know when what? The Most High is coming back. We're sending his contingent, which is his son, Yahweh Shai, okay, and the angels, all right? Well, you got different things that you look at, like World War III, which is ramping up. China was told as a country to stockpile food and necessities for this long winter, or this dark winter, whatever they want to call it. All right. Well, what about Babylon? Babylon didn't say nothing. All right, because Moab really thinks that they're about to take up the mantle after Babylon falls, which they are, in a controlled fashion, bringing this place down. But ultimately, that's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai doing it. All right, making them think that they have some sort of plan. All right. So we're measuring the time diligently. We're measuring the temple of the Lord. All right. We got a tape measure out that is actually telling time, like Issachar. Issachar gave us a great insight with the Mayan calendar. He said in 2012, that shit's over. So we're watching this place fall like lightning, faster and faster, since 2012. All right. If you were out here doing this in 08, 09, Okay? You could clearly see that things weren't moving as fast as they are right now. So we see the crescendo happening. All right? Therefore, this is 2 Ezra 9:3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right? So we clearly see volcanoes, which is crazy. There's not just La Palma. There's several volcanoes jumping off right now. Yellowstone is bubbling right now. And at La Palma, for that matter, they can't even, there's so many earthquakes in that area. All right? Many, many hundreds of earthquakes. If you look at the earthquake registry. All right? So that qualifies as earthquakes, even though it's a damn volcano blowing its top and covering everything around it in ash. All right? And not only there, again, in Yellowstone. All right? In several different places. Straight up volcanoes. Volcanic activity. All right? And if you check the record, there's like about 7 of them blowing up right now with earthquakes all around. I don't even have to mention the uproars of the people. You got people out talking about, I'm not taking this damn shot, ready to fight, losing their jobs. You don't see this thing spiraling out of control? You think it's going to get any better? You think people are going to go back out, oh, I'll take that job? No. This thing is slowly being brought down. The Most High is the one controlling who goes out and gets a job, who's going to work. Don't nobody give a damn about $15 right now. And it's not coming back. Businesses are dropping. They can't put the food on the shelf. It's the perfect storm jumping off right now. How are you going to feed them kids with no food on the shelf? You're going to have to go next door with that Jimmy. You're going to have to do what the hell you got to do. Everybody's going to be. You ain't the only one that's got to feed kids. Your homie next door whose pantry is full, when his pantry runs out, what is he going to do? He's going to go look in your pantry. All right? That qualifies as uproars of the people. Now let's read that again. Second Ezra 3:9-3, Salaki. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, La Palma, that's plural, earthquakes, and uproars of the people in the world, not just here, not just what the hell is going on in New York City, where everybody's out marching in the streets, right? Because they don't want to do something that they're being forced to do, that thing. And then they turn around and take it anyway, right? Thinking that they're going to keep their job. You're not going to keep your job. The Most High said there ain't going to be no work in the streets. There ain't going to be no rising up at the voice of the bird and the daughters of music being brought low, and the grinding shall cease. Okay. Hey, the grinding is ceasing right now. And these are the signs that are letting you know, first of all, it's the Most High doing it. Second of all, he's sending his contingent. Nobody can deny that this is unprecedented. Oh, well, it's happened before. You get a jackass every now. Well, there have been earthquakes going on. Okay, stupid. All right, dumbass. Not that many damn earthquakes altogether. Not that many damn volcanoes jumping off at the same time. Not that many people refusing to work. Not that many people losing their jobs. Early retirement. You think you can retire. This is how bad it is. Well, I'll just retire and use the money that I have saved up. No, you won't. Because if you don't do what the fuck you're told, your bank account gets shut off. Then what? Then you go postal. Which goes back to uproars of the people. See, what you don't want to acknowledge is that the Most High, I'll read it. 2 Ezra 9:4. Then shalt thou well understand, Salakia, 2 Ezra 9:2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time what? Wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. The Most High visiting this place. What does it mean to visit this place? I'm going to jack this motherfucker all the way up. Like when a nigga says, I'm going to come and see you. I'm going to come and see you. All right? I'm going to pay you a visit. That means I'm going to come and jack your shit up. Well, that's what the Most High is saying. I'm finna visit the world, meaning I'm coming to fuck that thing up. All right? See, the Most High, he got that swag. He got that, he got that jargon. He got, that slang. The Most High will begin to visit the world which he made. Not, I'm coming to pay a friendly visit. I'm coming to fuck shit up. I'm going to see you when I see you. What does it mean, I'm going to see you when I see you? All right? The second C means when we lock eyes. The first C means I'm going to jack you up. I'll see you when I see you. Okay? That's slang. All right, so we're measuring the time. All right? And, I mean, if this is the dark winter, winter doesn't start until December 21st, officially. That's the first day of winter, what they call it. Solstice or whatever. The fuck these fucking demons, how they measure their time. But I tell you right now, I'm burning up. In the Central Valley heat. Is November, what is today, 6th or 7th? All right, hey, if it's like this in a month from now, all right, that's the beginning of December. And then a couple of weeks after that, it'll be winter, and I can already tell it's pretty much going to be just like this. All right? So, when you say dark winter, you can't mean that it's beautiful. It's not going to be beautiful out here. All right? We done been through some dark winters as far as the cold, So they're not talking about the weather or cold. When they say dark, they talk about you darkies. And when they say winter, all right, they mean during this time, the time of winter, not it's going to be cold and we're going to be able to starve you out because of the cold. Now, I know that in different parts of Babylon the Great, it's freezing cold and it's snowing outside. All right? But guess what? Even though it's snowing outside, all right, first of all, if it snows in your region, you're used to the snow. You know how to deal with it. All right? Well, it don't snow here. Right? It gets hot. And we know how to deal with it. All right? So there's a certain level of comfort that the men of the Lord are going to have. Right? I look at it like this. Well, when we first started coming out here, you know, years and years ago, it was brutal out here. Weather was always bad, super hot, super cold, rain. I haven't got rained on, you know, and that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, you know, Barak Atah. But, I mean, for years now, going back 5-6 years, you know, the climate has been nice. So, I mean, it says in here that we'll have power to stop the rain during our ministry. So, I mean, through the Spirit, it's clear, right, that the Most High is protecting his chosen, or his the hopeful elect. All right, so this is Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly, hold fast, which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. All right, so we're dealing with time. All right? We're dealing with time right there. There's the word hour. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. That's dealing with time. Behold, I come quickly. That's dealing with time. We're measuring that time. All right? There's a bunch of Edomites over here who come out once a month, the first Saturday of every month. They're over there making a damn racket. I saw them praying in a circle. Everything you're doing is against the scriptures. All right? First of all, why did you take this covenant in your mouth? All right? You're going to have to live by it. You don't understand it. You're an Edomite. The Most High hates you. All right? You're going to be destroyed. You're going into slavery. Okay? Why shouldst you take the Most High's covenant in your mouth? Now, these curses apply to you. These curses are coming upon you. All right? Your time is so short. Well, let's get that. Because it's dealing with time. What time are we in? We're measuring the time. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short what? Time. All right? Time is of the essence right now. You got to know where you're at in this thing. This one brother made a video about the guillotines, right? The guillotines. And it's perfect timing, all right? Because whatever the case may be across the board, we're ready for it. We're ready for the kingdom. All right? That's what it is. Hey, and the kingdom is nearer than we think, is even at the door. All right? And I'm paraphrasing, but we can clearly see where it's at. We're measuring this time. All right? We got the Motby coming. Niggas are, January 4th is coming, letting you know he's going to step up this this campaign of speaking like a serpent. What is it? Like a dragon. He's speaking like a dragon. With every a new announcement, right? When this dude comes on and addresses Babylon like he does, right? He's speaking more and more like a dragon, knowing that he hath but a short time. Second Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? So Ezra was measuring the time. Way back then. 2 days ago. All right? And we're still doing it today. Heck, one of us could be Ezra's out here. What are we doing? We're out here measuring the time like Ezra was. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Right? What does it mean to part asunder the times? It means the dividing of time. When is the end of this? Right? Here's the end and the beginning. We're going to draw a line down the middle. When shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? When? Ezra was saying, are you going to at that time restore the kingdom? Okay? When is the kingdom coming again? All right? Because the beginning of it that followeth is referring to the kingdom of heaven. And he said unto me, this is the Most High, he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, or the angel speaking on behalf of the Most High, he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right? Because the Most High will give the kingdom into the hands of whoever he wants. The basest of men. He did that. We're under the rule of this devil right now, letting you know that the Most High holds fast to his word. All right? So the hour of temptation is a signpost, all right, that the end is very near. Okay? What is the hour of temptation? This is Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So we understand. We here at Great Millstone, we completely understand that the mark is the chip. Plain and simple. The charagma. All right? And you got idiots out here that are holding out, right? And the Most High is hardened in their heart. Heart being your mind, right? You're going to harden your heart right up to... You're going to walk up when the chipping stations are on every corner. And the guillotines are in full swing, if you will, on the downward swing. Niggas are still going to say that the Matbi is not the charagma. I think it's going to be in full swing going down. Most High putting your ass to death because you ain't right. You're going to say, well, the mark of the beast still ain't... This is Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his charagma upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years. All right, so if it's Christianity, right, if the mark is Christianity or sleeping with white women, then the Muslims, right, they're good to go. Okay? Then the Hindus, they're good to go. The Buddhists are good to go. Ain't none of them gonna die. Just the Christians. Right? Christianity. Well, that doesn't make no sense. What about the Israelites? Who the real target is? Who's the target? Who is this talking about? Let's make it make sense. Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou, this is Yahushua in red letters is speaking. Who is he speaking to? Okay, you know how many Christians there are? All over the world. There's Christians in China. There's Christians in Japan. Okay? There's Christians in the Middle East. They're going to round up all the Christians. They're the target. Or are the Israelites the target? Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison that ye may be tried. Who is some of you? The Christians, the Edomite Christians, the Ammonite Christians, the Ishmaelite Christians, all the Christians, they're the target. Makes no sense. Who's Yahushua dealing with? All right. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, concentration camp, FEMA camps, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, a number. Be thou faithful until death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So, where are the guillotines at? They're in them camps, in them prisons, in them prison camps, concentration camps. How does this thing add up? Well, I'm not taking. Well, first of all, you got camps out there that are openly taking the needle. Why? You're not going to be beheaded for the word of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay? You're going to eat a missile. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. What happens in that prison? Revelation 20:4 again. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them. Whoa, scared me, bro. Sometimes it'd be these squirrels pop down out of these trees. The squirrels are dangerous, too. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. That is totally significant. All right? So the hour of temptation deals directly with the mark. All right? And the prison camps, because part of the mark, they want to get that graphene oxide into your ass. All right, they're trying to wire you up. That thing probably works. Whatever they're putting in you, I'm sure works in conjunction with the Makbi, with the Karagma. I mean, that's common sense. If you can refuse and hold out on the Vanessa Mandrake, then you can hold out on, you can hold out on the chipping stations. All right? Because these devils, they sat down and think tanked this whole thing. You could be sitting there talking to an idiot who doesn't understand a damn thing, right? You're trying to tell him, well, I'll just go up to the mountains with my guns. Like they haven't thought of that. They haven't considered every thought that's going to go through. They got computers and shit. Say, well, what is the average doofball, straight goofy nigga? What's his first thought? Well, I'm gonna... No, nigga. Here's the supercomputer right here. Your brain is the supercomputer. But see, there's a virus, right? There are viruses that attack your computer and don't allow you, right, to understand certain things. Okay? Certain things you won't be permitted to understand. Is that your team over there? Yeah, no? You ain't got a team? You believe in God? No? You do? So he ain't part of your team?
That's his team.
Huh?
That's his team.
That's who? That's God's team over there?
God's team is his team.
Okay, right.
I believe in God.
You do?
I believe Jesus died for my sins.
Okay, well, what color was Jesus?
He was
Arabian? Well, Jesus was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Okay? So who they call the Jews, he was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. That's his nationality. You understand? Now, what color was he? Brown? What color's my skin?
dark brown.
Jesus was dark brown. Let's read it. Okay? See, there's something that goes along with that dark brown, though. I'll read it. This is revelation, means to reveal, right? Why do we have to reveal Jesus? Because we were taught that he's a white man with long stringy hair, right? And that picture was painted 1,400 years after Jesus walked the earth, all right?
Right around the time of Martin Luther.
Good enough.
1400 AD.
Good enough. All right, so it says this. The Revelation 1:1, the revelation of Jesus Christ. All right? Then it says this. I'm going to jump down to 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. Who's the Son of Man? That's Jesus, right? Clothed. He was clothed with a garment down to the foot. He had on one of these, right? And girt about the paps with a golden girdle. He had on a golden girdle, like a belt. It says, his head and his hairs were white like wool. Now that's describing the texture of his hair. The next line is going to describe the color of his hair. As white as snow. Meaning he was fully gray, just like me. And his hair was woolly, just like me. Okay? He had woolly hair. And then it says, and his feet like unto fine brass. What color is brass? Copper color, like a penny, right? That's brown, right? As if they burned in a furnace. So when you put that penny in a furnace, a hot furnace, and you burn it real good, that's even darker than that penny, right? So he was dark brown with woolly hair. Look at me again. That's what he looked like. I'm not Jesus, okay? But this is what he looked like, according to the scriptures. All right? You ain't got a phone with you?
No. I just got out of the hospital.
Did you? What happened? Drugs, drinking, accident,
Yeah.
fighting.
I almost every day.
Okay, on what? Fentanyl?
Market
What's your nationality?
Italian.
Italian?
Puerto Rican.
And Puerto Rican? Your dad is Puerto Rican or Italian? Your dad's Puerto Rican? All right. Do you know that God has a chosen people?
No.
You don't know that? The Jews. God's chosen people are the Jews, right? What is Jesus? What's his nationality? He's a Jew, right? Okay. Jesus is from the tribe of Judah. You understand? There are 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. The one they called Jesus was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. The Puerto Ricans are from the tribe of Ephraim. They're God's chosen people too. Ephraim. However, you say potato and I say potato. Okay? And guess what?
Correct, more correct is Ephraim, like you said.
The son is your mom is Italian? Who's the Italian? Your dad?
Actually, the whole side of my family.
Your dad's side or your mom's side? Your mom's white? Okay. It doesn't matter what your mom is. It matters what your dad is, because your dad carries a seed. You understand? And the seed, you could plant a seed. If I had an orange seed and I planted it in Germany, same orange is going to grow. It's cold. It might not. If I put a hot house around it, okay. But understand what I'm saying. If your dad is Puerto Rican, his dad was Puerto Rican, your lineage goes back to the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. Okay? Now, here's why you almost overdosed, right? Got out the hospital, and why did you come over here? You're sitting there right now. If you believe in God, God is responsible for everything. The reason that I'm out here is because I'm afraid of what God is going to do if I don't come out here and do this. He's going to jack you up. Now, have you taken that shot yet?
For you last night.
Not that. You know what I'm talking about.
Vaccination?
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
Why you do that?
Because I was locked in prison.
Okay, you just got out of prison?
Not just, but around the time this first started, it was mandatory.
Well, what are you out there doing? You Puerto Rican. You knifed somebody? That's a little joke. That's a little joke. You know I gotta fuck with you, right?
They didn't treat it as like a case.
Right.
What they did was they treated it as like a violation of prison conduct. So I only had to do 16 in the shoot.
In the shit. All right, so you're out. You're sitting right here. Okay. This is for one of two reasons. Okay. Because what's going on is this. Now that you know your true nationality, what did they do to Jesus? They killed his ass. They beat him down and then they murdered him, right? Okay, now let me read what they actually did to him, right? Did they put him on the cross? Let's read it. This is Acts 5. Let's see what the Bible says they did to him. The what? But he was white though, right? So, but okay, now see, let's see if this matches up. Because if he looked like me in that movie, then this makes sense. Okay. Now I'm not saying that they didn't nail him to a cross. What's that? Say it again.
Jesus would look like you, and there's your people around, they would have fucking got you off that cross and got him and killed him. It's like,
He had the power to. He had the power. Watch this. This is Acts 5. This is Acts 5 and 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, "We ought to obey God rather than men. The God of our fathers raised up Jesus, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree." Right? What do they do here in America? Who do they lynch? The blacks. If you saw Jesus walk up right now, you say, "My nigga." Right? Right? right here, okay, so that makes sense. So if you're watching Jim Caviezel or whatever, and they hung him on it, okay, they don't do that to them. I'm clowning. All right, since we're in the book of Acts, this is Acts 13. You what? David's light is mighty. You know why?
Because they laugh is on my half.
Have you ever seen a movie called Hancock with Will Smith?
Sure.
Okay, what's that about?
It's about a man who's drunk.
A Negro. Drunk. But what was he doing then? He was whooping ass and flying. You know where they got that from? It says 144,000. It says 12,000 Ephraimites who are Puerto Rican, 12,000 Puerto Ricans, 12,000 Negroes, 12,000 Mexicans, 12,000 Cubans.
That's 48,000 people.
144,000 of us are going to be like Hancock. That's what it says in the Bible. And they hide him. What else did Will Smith play in? What about Independence Day? What was it about?
It was about Will Smith.
And what was he doing?
He got a call.
Right.
He was on the way.
Okay. Where'd they get that from? Where did them spaceships come from? Here's what, when Jesus left the earth, this is how he left. Hold on, let me read it. This is the book of Acts 1 and 8, 1 and 9. Okay, so let me set it up. When Jesus was about to leave, he was standing on a hilltop with some of the apostles. And over here stood a couple of angels, and this is what happened. All right? And when he had spoken those things, and when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was talking with the homies, right? And there was a couple of angels standing. It says, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
Amen.
Have you ever heard that Jesus is coming back in the clouds?
Yes, I am.
Have you? What are the clouds?
The clouds of his home, his heavenly.
Let me read that real quick. Wait, let me finish this. And while they looked steadfastly towards heaven as he went up, they was like, what the fuck just happened right here? So a cloud received him out of their sight. It says, as they looked steadfastly towards heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, ye men. Huh?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know who the two men were.
Who were they?
They were the ones who preached at the wall of Jericho.
There was a couple of angels. I already told you who they were. Listen. Which also said, ye men of Galilee. They was talking to Jesus' homies. They said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing into heaven? This same Jesus which is taken up from you into heaven shall so come in like manner as you have seen him go into heaven. So what happened? The angel said, what you tripping on? When he comes back during the second coming, he gonna come back the same way you saw him leave. Okay? Now let's read the second coming. Revelation. I'm showing you something. I'm showing you what that Will Smith movie was about. Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. Who's he? Jesus. He coming back in the clouds. Have you ever sang this when you went to Catholic? You came out Catholic? Lutheran? Okay. Did you ever sing this in church? Swing low, sweet what?
Keep going.
Sweet chariot. Sang that? Swing low, sweet chariot? What's that talking about?
His transportation.
Correct. He just went up. He got beamed up into a cloud. All right. This is Psalm, the book of Psalms. You see what I'm doing here? Huh? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You don't even know what it means. I'm breaking down the Bible for you. God brought you over here so I could break this Bible. No, it's not a game. Let me show you what the clouds are. Can I do that? What's your name, brother? Vince? Like Vincent Van Gogh? All right. These are some attributes of the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh. Yahweh. I just told you the name of the Most High. This is why you came over here. Now, what's the one they call Jesus? That ain't his name. What's his name? Nope, his name is Yahweh Shai. So you got Yahweh, you got Yahweh Shai. Hey, this is the most important thing you've ever learned in your life. All right, now listen, these are some attributes of Yahweh, right? Bless the Lord, O my soul. O Lord my God, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretchest out the heaven like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot. Do you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the cloud that he got raised up, and what happened to Elijah? What happened to? No, he got beamed up.
We got saved.
What does it mean to be saved?
To go to the kingdom of God.
Well, the kingdom of God is going to be on earth as it is in heaven. The kingdom of God is going to be right here. See, we're in somebody's kingdom right now, and guess what? The Negro, the niggers, the spics. We're at the bottom of this kingdom, are we not? Okay? And somebody's ruling over us. Somebody got the ability to put us in a cage, lock you up, fuck you up, starve you out. Who's the one doing that? Okay, now, if I'm not black and I'm actually brown, the guy that's calling himself white, what color is he actually? My skin is clearly brown, right? But they call me black. They call somebody white, but they are not the color of these pages. Nobody's the color white. The people calling themselves white, what color are they?
Caucasian.
What color? Caucasian, not a color. What color is my hand right here? See right here? No. Right here, you can't see through my skin. Right here, my skin is translucent, meaning see-through.
Yeah, have you ever shined the light through your hand?
What do you see? What do I see? Because my hand is I see my blood showing forth through my skin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what color are they actually?
Translucent.
They're translucent, but you see their blood. What color is blood? Okay, now, the guy with the horns on his head, the pitchfork in the tail, what color is he?
He's Italian.
No. Okay, because, all right, have you ever been to Italy? I have. I was married to an Italian woman for 15 years. And her father was from northern Italy, and her mother was from southern Italy. And if you go down to Sicily, they don't look like me. They do too.
You went to Sicily.
I didn't go to Sicily.
I was gonna say, how'd you make it?
Well, but let me say, you know what they call?
I'm not trying to offend you or anything.
You know what they call the Italians? The niggers of Europe. Right? Why? Because the southern Italians are Israelites. The northern Italians are Edomites, the red men. See, because when Hannibal, right, during the Punic Wars, they attacked Rome and they stopped right there, halfway through. When you attack, first thing you do is you kill the men and the children and you rape the women, and then they become your women. They become the children that come from that rape, right? Become your people. What happened to the American Indians over here?
They got the same thing. They got the same issue.
Same. Now, why did they rape the women? Because they were bringing forth their seed. That's just war. That's how war works. You understand? But what people don't understand is the Native Americans, the Mexicans, these are of the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. See, because the Indians, before the white man came over there, Indians was looking like me.
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
Some of you are saying, I'm on board.
Okay.
All the way. But let's say I want to get behind my peace. Why not say, you believe in Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? And they say no. And I attack them and drop the body and leave them where they lay. And I go to prison for the rest of my life. That's not the way I want to do it. I want it to be where if it's actually like this, and there's, there's 12,000 different tribes, I want to see them.
You're good. Well, right now,
I want to hear them all agree that that's what we're going to do. And then if they all agree, asking someone, do you believe in the Lord as your Savior, Jesus Christ, and God died for your sins? And you look them in the eyes and you tell you, no. They tell you yes. But there's not. So think about it. So you put them in the chain again and you teach them. Because even though they said yes, you don't believe it. But at least they said yes. And then the ones who said no died on sight. And then the government got involved. But then they didn't because the government was okayed off of it anyway.
you're really close. What you're saying right now is
Population controls a motherfucker.
what you're saying is very close to what the kingdom of heaven is going to be. In the kingdom of heaven, all right, the Israelites are going to be in the rulership position, right, with the one that you call Jesus. Huh? The Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes, right, of which you're one. If you're an Ephraimite, you're one of the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. See, the kingdom of heaven.
My name is Ekman.
Say it again.
Ekman.
That's your last name?
That's someone called me. And it was right after we installed the car. And we went from the mall. He said, listen, bro, he was laughing at me. I wasn't laughing. He said, your name is Ekman. And then every turn we took, there was a roadblock by a cop. There was a cop with a roadblock there. So we had to keep going through the same road. And every single time we tried to turn, there was another roadblock. And he was telling me this story. I can't really remember.
Where are you from?
Bay Area.
Oh, okay, you're from the Bay.
But I was raised here.
Here or there?
I am present.
Okay. Well, here's the point I'm getting at is this, all right?
I was raised in the valley.
Okay. Here's the point I'm getting at, all right? The world that we know. Have you ever heard a song by REM called "It's the End of the World as We Know It"? Okay, so it's not the end of the world, but it's the end of the world as we know it, meaning this. The rulership, these jails, all of this stuff is about to be destroyed. Can you see World War III on the horizon? Okay. Because, you understand? So these people that are in rulership right now, they know. Here's what they know. Okay, if you go back to Independence Day, right? There was an invasion, right? Here's what they didn't tell you. Here's where they lied to you. Okay, they lied to you and said that in those ships were little green men. But the Bible tells you exactly what those pilots look like. You know what they said? They said the same thing as they described Jesus. They said, and they sparkled like burnished brass. So the angels look a lot like me. They could take on different forms. You understand? But the angels, right, work for God, do they not? They're in those chariots. What they call UFO here. Why do they call them UFOs? They've been around from the beginning. So they're hiding them from you. They showed it to you in Independence Day. They said, oh shit, here's all these UFOs, and what are they doing? They're fighting against them, right? Well, where'd they get that from? It's right here. Here's what they're showing you. This is Revelation 12 and 5, 12 and 7. And there was a war in heaven. Right there, when it says heaven, it means the sky. Okay? Because what was Will Smith doing? He was in his fighter jet, and he was trying to shoot down these UFOs, right? And it says, and there was a war in heaven, or a war in the sky. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. Now, the dragon represents the militaries of the earth. F-18s, F-32s, whatever they got. It says Michael and his angels, which are talking about God's angels, in them UFOs. Well, the dragon, the great red dragon in Revelation, is talking about the so-called white man, because he's not white, he's red. Do you know the story of Jacob and Esau in the Bible? Huh? Esau. Jacob and Esau. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, God's chosen. Esau was the one that he had the birthright, but he sold his birthright to Jacob. The birthright is the kingdom of heaven. So the non-ending kingdom of heaven is going to be ruled by the one you call Jesus and his people, the Israelites. And guess who's going to be in slavery? Whoever had us in slavery. What happened when Moses was in Egypt, right? Who were the slaves to the Egyptians during that time? The Israelites. Moses was an Israelite, but he was living in the Pharaoh's castle. See, what happened was they were killing all the Israelite babies, all the firstborn. They were killing them, right? Because we were reproducing so fast. So Moses' mom said, I'm a hustle. So she put him in a little raft. You've seen the Ten Commandments. Floated him up the river. And then Pharaoh's daughter saw the baby and said, I'm going to raise that child. Now, in order for that to happen, the Egyptians, where's Egypt? It's on the continent of Africa. The Egyptians are Africans. Moses was an Israelite. Moses looking just like me, okay? So, am I an African? I'm not an African. I'm an Israelite, okay? When you see a Chinese and a Japanese, right? If you saw a Chinese man standing right here and you said, you from Japan, he'd want to fight. He'd want to fight you, right? Because because they look the same. What, that he want to fight you because you'll whoop his ass? Okay, you sound like an Israelite to me. All right, so, but my point is that you can't tell a Japanese from a Chinese, and you can't tell an Israelite from an African. Well, Israelite from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, or Levi. See, because now you got Israelite, the Latinos, Latinx. What the fuck is that, Latinx? They want to call you everything except for who you are. You're an Israelite from the Northern Kingdom. The Northern Kingdom, Cubans, all the way down South America, okay, Mexicans, Native Americans, Puerto Ricans. Did I say Cubans? Okay, the Latinos, okay. Everybody knows Latinos are brown. Some of them look white, like the devil. But the Latinos are Israelites, God's chosen. They got the same swag. We all fight why do we all fight each other? Because the curses are on us. We can't even be brothers to each other. Negroes can't be brothers to Negroes. Same thing. Y'all got the same thing. We got the same thing. We got the same flavor. We're the same people. They just got us separated, because if we came together, you understand? It's a wrap. That's what is going to happen, because God is going to make it happen. One of these.
Distinction.
All right, so you're Israelite. You got it?
Got it.
You're Israelite. You're supposed to look into this. Puerto Ricans are Israelites. You're supposed to go on your phone and look into them.
I don't have a phone.
At all, period? So you're off the grid.
Yeah.
Well, look it up and pray, because that's why you came here. Now, this could fuck you up too. Listen, or you already took it. When they force you to take a motherfucking microchip, did they already chip you?
Yeah.
They got a chip in you?
Mm-hmm.
You lying.
The wolf.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
I don't know.
Then,
Because there's always a helicopter following me
Well-
all the time. And no matter where I'm at, there's always a helicopter that flies over me, circles me and stuff.
listen, you need
And
to
I
pray.
know-
What's God's name?
Oh,
What's God's name? You forgot.
God's name.
I told you.
Allah.
Huh?
Allah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
All right, when you walk away like this. Yahweh. Jesus is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right? I'm an Israelite. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai.
Jesus is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. Jesus is Yahweh Shai.
Stay right there. Stay right there. No. Walk like that. The way you're walking right now. He had the right spirit. He had the right spirit. I had to examine it. Let me check this camera. He had the right spirit. I thought he was an Edomite when I saw him. Okay. Let's do it all right. So here's what we're doing. I mean, and the Most High set that up. You know? He was you know, apparently this nigga's doing fentanyl or whatever, but does that mean that, you know, you're supposed to heal this thing? Hey, we don't know if one day, you know, if I get that spiritual power, you know, Adawan Ratazah, and I was out here doing healings, he came up and I could heal him, you know, take that monkey off his back. You know, that would be a beautiful thing. And I mean, I was saying some crazy stuff to him, and the devil didn't just jump out of it. He wanted to shake my hand, and you know, he was definitely a jank. Definitely. I said that about Moab. He like, nah, he ain't gonna fight me. There we go, some cloud cover. Anyway, so we're measuring the time, and we're still out here. We're still, you know, waking up the people. We're out here to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Ephraim, right here, looking just like Esau, but he said he was a Puerto Rican. You know, he acted like a Puerto Rican, little gangbanger, you know. But he was cool. And, you know, you talk to him. Tell him what to do. I was trying to tell him, hey, this motherfucker's over. All right? I couldn't get to it. But the world as we know it is over. It's the end. And it's time for the kingdom. All right? So, you know, you got to get ready. For what? The big payback. For what? The missiles. For what? The hour of temptation. All right? When somebody's listening to, when you're teaching somebody, right? The Spirit takes you, you know, to where this thing is going. If you're doing the will of the Most High. All right. This is Isaiah 27:1. In that day the Lord with his sore and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. All right, that's talking about this devil, not the sea serpent, Leviathan. Okay, that's talking about why would the Most High slay Leviathan, the sea serpent, the sea monster. Okay. That's the time we're in. What does it say? In that day. In what day? In the day that is upon us. How do we know? We see the signs. And this serpent knows it. He knoweth that he hath but a short time. So he's trying to coordinate his efforts, right? Because the Most High got this nigga under strong delusion, thinking that he can actually pull this shit off, right? And a bunch of jakes are going to meet their demise, right? If you're a 2/3 nigga, then that's what it is. But I mean, we still got to examine you, right? Try to help you, try to heal you. And if there's just no hope for you, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And the brother said, well, I hear what you say. I heard everything you're saying, and I'm on board. Like, okay. And I'm on board. I think he liked the part about Hancock. But see, they used this nigga Will Smith to try to offset the prophecy. Oh yeah, there's aliens in the spaceship, and Will Smith can overcome the Most High and his son. I don't think so. Right? Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. All right? And that's the point. This devil is going to use everything he got right now. Okay? I saw him spraying, I think it was yesterday. They were spraying the valley so hard. They must be up to something. See, this motherfucking devil tired of this damn devil. Well, I'm gonna tell you. Second Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. At this point, we see everything that this devil is doing. Everything. There they go, spraying. Hard. You could just see that these are not clouds, these are chemtrails that are spreading out. You can see the edges. They're not clouds. They're spraying the fuck. Spraying the fuck out of us. There's the devil. Call himself out preaching. Yeah, no, say we're not ignorant. And even these devils out here acting like they're bringing out the word. That's just more witchcraft. They got agents. They got agents of Satan out here still chanting that same bullshit, even after they done got cut left and right. You gotta hold on to your witchcraft. Stand now with your enchantments and your sorceries. That shit ain't working no more. All right? The truth is stronger than any lie all day and every day. So it ain't working. Esau, it ain't gonna work. This is Matthew 24:5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Well, that's what you're out here doing. You got Jesus saved, and I did use the word Jesus a lot, because that's how this man is going to understand, right? And then I taught him the name, the true name, right? And that's nothing new. I'm sure a nigga will come on and try to use it again. Oh, well, you said Jesus. You said Yehudi. You spoke on P. Ridiculous. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. I'm looking at that. These are the signs of the end. What shall be the sign of thy coming? Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Back to measuring the time again. Well, we're watching the devil sit in a circle and pray, right? Like witches do. And out there talk about accept Jesus into your life, like this guy. If like he's stuck on that bullshit, you got to open your mind for a minute, be deprogrammed, and then reprogrammed in the 100% truth. All right, got to start over as a newborn baby. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, because this devil is out here pushing that same bullshit going back to the plantation. That same plantation bullshit that kept us in chains for way too many years. All right? And now we know that we got next. We know we got next. And nobody can stop it. Yeah, you're going to take some jakes down. You're going to chop off a few heads. But not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. That's what you got your deception under there. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. That word rumor goes back to reports. See that ye be not troubled. There's the instruction. All right? A fool despiseth instruction. You always got to look for the instruction, right? See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Still measuring the time. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. All right. If you can't see what this devil is doing right now, with all of them container ships, right? Now they're coming out with down in Houston and Savannah, right? They got ports all over this motherfucker. I'm like, okay, well, shit. Long Island. They say all of these motherfuckers are backed up. Okay? Wherever there's a seaport, they got that shit backed up because they are about to starve your ass out. Wow. Wow. Some crazy shit going on up there. Anyway, yeah, this devil, he's look at him. He's spraying the fuck out of this motherfucker right now. He got ships lined up out there that can't bring in nothing. All right, this dude is making a move. Hell, some shit could go down long before January 4th. All right. And ultimately, the Most High is bringing it. The Most High is bringing all of this. It's a lot. So we just got to stand strong. All right, that famine, right? The brothers posted that little movie from '81 that they had to take down immediately. Because they know they done fucked up. You know they fucked up, right? you know. Now you know you done fucked up. You took the beer. You know you done fucked up. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So, hey, we're coming into some very crazy times right now. All right? We're going to be Babylon's most wanted. It's lucky. Hey, I'm almost done. Right. Babylon's most wanted. All right? They're going to demonize us like my baby mama did in court so that I couldn't raise my daughter. She lost. That's a good sign. Defeated. She fucked shit up pretty bad, but in the end, guess what? All right, them lies came to the fore. All right? All that you proved is that I'm a man of the Lord. For the last, she's going on 13 right now. And that's when it started. It started before she was even born. So, that's all you proved. You proved to the Most High that I chose this truth, right, over my family. And still got my family. Bitch, wasn't never my family. My daughter's my family, right? And ultimately, you know, I don't determine whether she's gonna make it or not. Right? That's entirely up to the Most High. But you still gotta be a man, you gotta man the hell up. You gotta get out here and do this work. If your children get taken away, if you get put on child support, all of that shit. Guess what? It's just a test. How about Shemal Shai's testing you? And that wasn't no test. The real test is here now. When they got you as Babylon's most wanted, for what? For what? I'm watching all of this old gangster shit. This nigga Alberto Martinez. They're flooding the internet with a distraction that has nothing to do with nothing, right? Niggas killing it, glorifying. And it's amazing how niggas are still glorifying that shit. Here it is, we're at the end. And niggas need death, though. You understand? Niggas need death. If that's, you know, who you hold in high regard and esteem, we're fucked up. Murderers and dope dealers, D-boys. I'm so glad the Most High kept me out of, and I did my dirt, but when you look at what these niggas was doing and what they're involved, and they're still involved in that shit right now today. Like, at what point did you grow up? You're slinging dope at 55. It's just incredible. You got bodies, then you got bodied, and now everybody is out talking about it like it's the greatest thing on the internet. Crazy. All right, it's definitely time for the Most High to wipe this place out. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. That's the time we're in right now. Okay? The hate out here is palpable. You gotta walk circumspectly out here right now. Motherfuckers are losing their minds. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many, like these fucking idiots out here in a circle like a witch coven. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. We're in that time clearly right now. So these prophecies are jumping off the page. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. Then shall the end come. Why all nations? Because Israel is in all of these nations, right? Even who I thought was a white boy walking up happened to be an Ephraimite. Okay? Looking like a speckled bird. And it's Ephraimites like that. And this gospel shall be preached in all the world for a witness. Salakia. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. All right, so that's what we're doing out here. We're trying to endure until the end. All right. So with that, keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the signs of the times. And keep it moving. This thing is about to jump into high gear. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right? Hey, you're going to fear here in a minute. You don't have a choice. The Most High start tearing shit up. All right? He's visiting the world that he made. All right? Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. All right? So, hey, stay on your post. All right? Stay on your watch. All right? Stay on your guard. Stay in the spirit. I hope that was edifying to the elect, the hopeful elect. All right? And with that, we can say, Call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. And with that, we're going to say shalom.